What's up, everybody? Mark with Coffee&Toys bringing you another G.I. Joe Classified Series unboxing and review. Joe-tober keeps marching strong, and today we have someone who is a very huge fan favorite among G.I. Joe collectors of both the cartoon and the comic book and action figures in general. Of course, today I am talking about everybody's favorite sniper, and that is Lowlight. Let's talk about it. So yeah, Lowlight's been on everybody's list since Classified started, I think. When it came back to the 25th modern era action figures, the Hasbro team knocked that Lowlight out of the park and really set the bar high for what people were expecting for a Lowlight figure when he came out in the Classified series. Of course, just from looking at the digital renders and the package art, it looks like this figure is going to be just another phenomenal knockout. So, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and smash that like button. Of course, this is Coffee&Toys, where we talk about all sorts of toys. We talk about G.I. Joe Classified series. We talk about Star Wars Black series, Star Wars Vintage Collection, Mattel WWE wrestling figures, and just whatever else I might happen to pick up when the mood strikes me. I review the figures, we go over what it looks like in the box, and I am a out-of-box collector, as you can clearly see. So what I do is I actually take the figure out of the packaging, we accessorize it, we talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and I come to my conclusion, and I always look forward to reading yours. So again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you set it to all notifications, because I do a few of these videos a week, and yeah, it really helps out the channel. That being said, I'm going to take a drink of coffee. After all, this is Coffee&Toys. And we're going to check out Lowlight and see what he's all about. Okay, so here we have it. We have G.I. Joe Classified Series Lowlight. He is number 86 in the series. And wow, we are just marching forward and forward to number 100 and beyond. So 2023 is a good year for G.I. Joe Classified collectors. As you can see on the left, we have that large picture of the digital render of Lowlight. He's leaning up against a tree. We've got some Cobra troopers hunting him down in the background. Very cool. This is actually this is a good storytelling picture, if I do say so myself. You have Lowlight in the dark woods, hiding from the Cobra troopers. They're looking for him, but in reality, he's probably hunting for them. Of course, on the right side, we have a smaller version of the artwork representing Lowlight. Looks fabulous, as always. And at the top, we have a picture of what should be included in the package, showing his loadout. Spinning around to the side, we do see another picture of Lowlight. He is, again, number 86 in the series. We get that useless QR code, and of course, at the bottom, we get his iconography that says what his role is, what his gear is, his skills, etc. Again, Hasbro, do us a favor, link this to the iconography page. But until Hasbro listens to me, we're going to spin around on the back and we are going to look at the figure. He is 6.3 inches tall. He's a standard G.I. Joe Classified figure in size, has a plethora of accessories. We see a look at him with his goggles on, and then we see a detailed look of his ab crunch and just some of the details like the grenade and the highlight red on the right side of his body. Now on the bottom, we do also see that iconography once again in a little larger detail, and I'll go ahead and throw that up on the screen so that you can compare or read out what his roles, specialities, etc. are. Give you a few more seconds to check that out. And all right, we are going to spin around to the final side of the box, showing once again that beautiful artwork. Nearly all the artwork for Classified is just solid. I like my artwork a little more realistic, so this one really does catch my eye, and I like it a lot. Again, number 86 in the series. So, with that being said, we'll take one final look at Lowlight in the package, but now for the fun part. Let's get him out and see what he's all about. And here we go. We have Lowlight out of the package, and first impressions, wonderful, wonderful figure. First thing I noticed, and we're just going to jump right into it, zooming into the face. This is a face of somebody that, you know, we got two things going on here. Either he is very tired, and if I remember correctly, I think they used to say in the cartoon or the comics, or maybe both, that he suffered from, he couldn't sleep at night. So this looks like someone who just does not get much sleep. Of course, that would make him, if you're an insomniac, you'd actually be really good at working at night because you're not going to sleep anyway. But man, those eyes are just, you know, sunken back, dark. It doesn't look like it's meant to be a paint. It actually looks like he is just a very tired person. But again, it fits the character well. Of course, great design on the knitted cap. Got his blonde hair poking out from underneath the back. The head sculpt, again, just absolutely phenomenal. And there you go. You get a really good look at that face. You can just imagine this guy setting up in a tree at night or laying prone on the ground just waiting for Cobra. Of course, moving down the body, we do have that ab crunch that's clearly visible in this figure. And a lot of times they've been hiding this ab crunch with web gear. I'm actually kind of like it that they molded everything on directly. And you can see the ab crunch, and yet everything still looks cohesive. He's got that green for the grenades, his black and his red. Just breaking it up a little bit looks wonderful. Of course, he's got pinless arms. He's got the ribbing on the wrist area, the forearm on both sides. Of course, he's got the peg hole in the back. Moving down, he's got, you know, gear on his thighs. We got the thigh cuts on each leg. These are pinless knees as well. Ooh, that's going to be a nice little area to hold one of his accessories, I can see. And yeah, he's got the articulation in the wrist. And I've mentioned this. He's got the left, right, up, and down. And then on this one, I believe he's got the cuts the other way, so he can actually hold his sniper very well. Moving down a little further, we have, like I said, the pinless knees, and then he's got that ribbing in his pants that matches what's on his forearms, and of course he's got rocker ankles and up and down motion. So, with that being said, let's zoom out here a little bit, and I'm going to stand Lowlight back up right here. Just a great looking Joe. Now, of course, he does come with a number of accessories, because why wouldn't Lowlight? And we'll start off with his backpack. Now, if you remember the vintage figure, he came with a very large backpack, and here's a modern representation of that same backpack as I try to get the camera to focus in on it. Of course, you can see there's a peg on the side to hold some accessories, and then you have the main peg right here to attach it to his back. Moving on, what would Lowlight be without his goggles? So I'm going to get that in focus, hopefully. Come on, camera, work with me today. It's not that hard. There we go. And of course, it's just cast in gray with some red paint on it, but does look very good. Seriously, camera, let's focus on the thing I want you to focus on. There, well, it keeps wanting to focus on the Lowlight. I apologize, folks. But there's those goggles. You can put it over his face, or you can put it on top of his beanie. Now, he does come with a small submachine gun here as well. It looks very good. You can see the detail in the machine gun, the submachine gun. It's got a grip on it. It does also come with a clip that you can just slide right in. No big deal. And there you go. You have the clip for the Uzi submachine gun just like that. And it does have a hole on the end, so you can attach a blast effect into it. Now, moving forward, we have this interesting little device, and I'm going to try once again to get it to focus without... Come on, camera. Work with me here. I tell you, I should just move Lowlight. Maybe I'll move Lowlight off to the side so it's not focusing on him while we're trying to... There we go. As you can see, it's got a little tiny... Oh, it looks like a fan on the top, so... Some people suggested that's something to do with wind calibrations, which would make total sense to me. And of course, there's a keypad on the bottom as well. You know, a little screen. It's all cast in black, so nothing too fancy, but it is a nice little piece of accessory to include with him. He does include a small boot knife, which is cast in black and silver, which makes sense. And it does have a little detail right there in the top of the blade. And then finally, I think the big thing is we include his sniper rifle. And I'm going to go ahead and show you first. Now, the smart thing Hasbro did, and I've seen other people on channels mention this as well, is that they actually put the entirety of the sniper kit inside the bag, which was really smart, keeps it from bending, and it you know, everything slots in there perfectly. It's very easy if you have some amount of fingernails to get the accessories out. Took me a little bit. My fingernails are a little shorter, but there is areas to pull everything out. So there's what the actual case looks like. And as you can see, it's got a peg hole in it, and then another peg hole here if you want to include, well, I'm not even sure what you'd exactly, I guess if you wanted to peg it into the side of the backpack, that's what it's for. So yeah, real quick. We'll get into more accessorizing later, but you could actually put it on the, well, no, that doesn't fit at all. Well, we'll play around with it and we'll see where this actually goes. I guess you could do maybe this number. That's how you do it. There we go. That goes into the back. But that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open it back up one more time so you can take a quick little look. And then we're going to jump into the actual weapon itself. Of course, it's fantastic. Cast in all black. Does sport a removable clip that was already inside of it. Sometimes they put the clips in and sometimes they leave them out. And of course, it's cast all in black, so nothing too exciting. You do have an opening so you can add blast effects once again. And then, of course, we can start pegging on everything. Here's the stand. Clips beautifully in, nice and tight, no issues there. Of course, we have to put his scope on his gun because who is Lowlight if he doesn't have his scope attachment? Snaps right in like that. Look, oh, this is just, I mean, it's great. And then finally, should the need arise and he needs to be a little more stealthy, you can attach the suppressor to the end of the barrel. And there you go. He is fully kitted out. Wonderful, wonderful. So let's put Lowlight back into the forefront here. Do one more zoom out. Okay, let's get him all accessorized and then we'll wrap it up with my final thoughts on the figure and just, yeah, where we go from here. Okay, I have gotten Lowlight all kitted out. He can carry every accessory, so once again, very good. I will admit right now, he is very back heavy when you have that pack for the gun and then his actual backpack on top of that. He is really wanting to fall backwards, so make sure you have some stands to hold up your figures. That being said, everything fits very well on him. Just to pull him up here real quick and give you a quick and dirty on how he looks. There's where you can put the gun. The gun's a little loose on that peg, but it does fit on there, and you can see that the backpack doesn't plug into the gun bag very well. It kind of sets out a little bit. Of course, you can see the knife in there, and you can see where his little communicator device / wind indicator device. I don't know what it's called. I apologize. Drop me a comment if you know what that is. While you're down there, go ahead and smash the like button. Yeah, but it fits in there. I had to put it in the other way, facing inward, because I could not get it to stay. But yeah, overall, great looking figure. Of course, he's got those goggles on, and as I hit my camera, I apologize. Just to see how those fit on his eyes. It looks very, very good. Fits on, just slides right over top of the beanie on the top of the head, and yeah, looking wonderful. So yeah, I think, final thoughts on this figure as I set him down and try to show you guys how hard it is to balance him. Actually, that worked out pretty well. Surprising. Yeah, I think this is definitely a figure you pick up. They're going to re-release this figure. I mean, he's got a lot of new parts. I believe almost everything on him is 100% new. I'm sure like the boots are probably used from somebody else. They might be Recondos, I'm not sure. The hands are the same from other figures, but I mean, a lot of this is definitely new stuff. And yeah, they're going to reuse this guy as a Marauder figure, and who knows how many other times we might get this this particular figure, because Hasbro, they're going to make the most of their molds. But if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. It really helps out the channel. Make sure you subscribe, hitting all notifications, because once again, I do a few of these videos a week, and I enjoy hearing comments from you guys. So make sure to leave a comment. Are you guys picking up Lowlight? Is he an easy pass? Are you going to wait for a repaint of him? Are you going to wait till he goes cheaper on clearance maybe? I don't think this is a guy that's going to be too hard to find. You can currently pick him up on Hasbro Pulse right now. I did check this morning, so he is available. And yeah, with that being said, I'm Mark, you've been watching Coffee with Toys, and I'll see you later.